Namaste friends, I welcome to my channel where divine wisdom flows for your soul expansion. I'm Shalini and I warmly welcome and appreciate all the old and new members on my portal. Thank you for receiving the divine wisdom words for your soul expansion. Much gratitude to all of you. So today I'm making this video on a quick note. I had to go somewhere, but all of a sudden it's a call for me to record this video now. So I'm recording it quickly. So dear soul family, today I'm sharing a magical story of my amazing experience that I had a year ago during one of my travels where I was in conversation with a Soultree. If you don't know whether Soultree really exists, this video is a must watch for you. You might have heard that when you are in perfect alignment with the universe, nature becomes your friend and you come into an alignment with it and understand its language too. During my blissful journey on earth, I was experiencing the same thing. I had been in conversation with nature for quite a long time, and now it has become important to share with all of you when one of the elements of nature gave me a serious message that is related to our survival. As I mentioned in my previous video also, where I mentioned about how we can survive in the destruction during Kalki's age. This element of nature has the intention to help us to bring awareness at that point where we can understand the nature so that nature can help us in sustenance on earth. If you're a little curious to know whether it's possible or not to connect with nature, you can find a lot of answer in an ancient Indian Darshana Shastra. The related Shastra I'm talking about is the oldest of all, named Sankhya Darshan. The Sankhya Darshan has shared a deep connection between Purusha and Prakriti, meaning the soul and the nature. By the way, we all may be aware that we are nature-made bodies, where nature has made this body with its elements and forces, and soul is just performing their karma and actions. So let's begin with my short experience while I was traveling within Europe. And I was called to a place where there was a huge cluster of trees in between the center of the city. I entered the jungle and I sat on a bench, which you can see in the picture on the screen. I was curious to know why I'm here in the jungle on Sunday morning. I started having a conversation with a huge tree, which was just next to me where I was sitting. The tree introduced itself as my soul tree, and it was 195 earth years old. And it seemed to me that old too. It had huge stem. You can see in the picture. Now listen carefully to what it has shared with me. It said, I know you can hear me. That's why I want to share something that can help in human sustenance on earth. I'm sharing with you so that you can share with the world. It said that you know why so many people are leaving the world every day without any cause? If you will not take care of nature, your population may vanish soon. It shared a calculation with me. It said one big grown-up tree is equal to one adult life. And if you cut 100 trees, 100 souls must leave the planet. It's a simple calculation according to it. You don't know your connection with nature. Every life on earth has a connection with nature. If nature grows perfectly, life on earth will remain abundant. If nature dies, the life on earth will also die. Back of the mind, I started thinking about mindless cutting of trees in current times. I got curious. Immediately, I asked my next question to it. So how about children? And are they also related to trees? And how do we breathe? As I heard that trees are lungs for life. It responded by sharing that every bush is equal to a child. Shrubs are related to animals, and the grass all over the world is responsible for your breath. Meaning, the more quantity of green grass you have, the more fresh oxygen you will have. Every individual element in nature has a connection with your life. Interesting. It said, we all are connected. Like you already know that our lives on earth are working as an ecosystem. My suggestion to you is to ask people to be aware of themselves so that they can understand how deeply they are rooted in earth and how earth is an integral part of their life. I can just share that you can imagine that we create your body as we are part of your bodies. We are in you and you are in us. We are not separate. You nurture us and we nurture you back more than you. Like we trees, shrubs, and bushes are connected with our roots, you all are similarly connected with each other. If humanity doesn't know this, you didn't understand the real concept of tree of life. Which life force is running in your body, the same force is keeping us alive too. Then how can you be different than us? It further said, you might remember some of your childhood memories in which trees used to speak, which your grandma used to tell you in stories. And I remember my grandma's stories. In current times, you don't have that awareness that we can hear you, we can heal you, speak to you. As you are with us, we are with you. When you cut a tree, you are killing a life. Now you can imagine your unaware karma too. It said, you are from a wise Indian background and in your culture, you pray to trees. Don't you know why? It was related, as I remember that yes, in our Indian tradition, we pray to Tulsi ji, banyan tree, banana tree, as we consider them sacred and feel that they are the divine incarnation. It was quite related, what it said to me. It saw me reflecting and I asked, can you relate to my message? And I nodded yes. So I asked, if we are dependent on you for paper and furniture, so how can we fulfill all the necessities if we will not cut the trees? It said, you don't use the quantities of paper or furniture you produce. In fact, you waste more. There are many materials available to meet your needs. You can transform the unused material to fulfill your requirement, not your desires. You have more than enough. Also, apart from using a naturally dying tree, you may increase your awareness to know to how to speak to a tree to ask for its permission if it really wanted to be cut or not. It gave me chills. It further gave me an example. It said, imagine if any soul is taken away when his family needs him the most. How shattered do they feel? I remembered one of my friend's experiences after she lost her husband to COVID, and now how her business in plants is helping her in healing her soul without her awareness. It said, you don't know, we also have feelings. You and us, we can't survive without each other. So use your brain and do something where you don't need to kill a tree. In fact, put more trees as there are a lot of place on earth where you can flourish them. Broaden your spectrum and awareness. And don't stick to only cities or big towns. There are huge spaces outside your cities where you can grow us and become more abundant and safe. It said, this is my humble request. And our conversation ended here. So here I have shared a humble request of a tree to all of you. Now it's up to us how we can help our channels of survival. We all are intelligent and I leave your daily choices in this regard onto you. We can find many other materials which our ancestors had been using, like dry leaves instead of wood pulp for paper. Our whole Vedic scriptures were written on dry leaves. It's all about transformation and change. How can we transform the materials without destruction? In my personal opinion, we can do that much for the place to survive, which we call our home, our loving planet. If you have any ideas to share with the community, please put them into the comment section so that we all can collectively work on it to make our planet and ourselves more abundant. My modest request to you is to please share my videos with others, as your subscription, likes and share doesn't affect me, but they help the channel as YouTube algorithms work on data calculations, not on emotions. I hope you understand the technicalities. So let me finish this message here by thanking you for all your efforts. Please spread this message. If you have any questions, write into the comment section. You will receive your answer at the perfect divine timing. May my gurus and other divine energies bless you too. Much love. Namaste.